There comes a moment in life, often quiet and unexpected, when a simple step reminds us that time has been moving faster than we realized, when the legs that once carried us effortlessly now whisper with stiffness or ache with a kind of heaviness we never used to feel. And in those moments it's easy to worry, easy to wonder whether strength can truly return, or if this slow decline is simply the way things must be. But I want to gently remind you that the body, even in its later years, still listens, still responds, still heals when we give it what it has been quietly craving. And that healing often begins with something surprisingly simple. The foods we choose day after day, the small habits we build, the nourishment we allow ourselves to receive. Because leg pain, weakness, and the gradual loss of muscle are not just signs of age, but often reflections of what's missing internally. Proteins that repair fibers, minerals that calm inflammation, antioxidants that protect the cells, that still work tirelessly for us. And when those are restored even slowly, the body begins its quiet return toward balance, like a gentle tide coming back to shore. You see, as we grow older, the muscles in our legs naturally shrink in a process called sarcopenia. And while the name sounds intimidating, the idea behind it is simple. The body becomes less efficient at maintaining muscle mass, especially if we unintentionally eat too little protein, too few minerals, or not enough foods that support circulation and reduce inflammation. And when this happens, everyday experiences, standing from a chair, walking across a room, climbing a step, require more effort than they used to, creating that familiar soreness or fatigue that so many seniors know well. But the encouraging truth is that nutrition can change this story in meaningful, almost surprising ways. In fact, there are 7 foods, simple, accessible, gentle on the stomach, that can help rebuild muscle and ease leg pain when added to your daily routine. And one of the most powerful among them is the humble salmon, rich in omega-3 fatty acids that soften inflammation around the joints, and high-quality protein that helps the body repair little tears in the muscle fibers. When eaten 2 or 3 times a week, even in small portions, salmon can make the legs feel less stiff in the morning and more steady during movement, almost as if a quiet strength is returning. Another powerful food is Greek yogurt, which may sound ordinary, but its combination of calcium, probiotics, and highly absorbable protein helps both the muscles and the nerves, often reducing nighttime leg cramps that interrupt sleep. Enjoying it as a snack or breakfast, especially with a drizzle of honey or a handful of berries, can bring a noticeable sense of calm to the muscles over time. A third helpful food is spinach, rich in magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that help the muscles contract and relax more smoothly. Adding a small handful to a soup, an omelet, or even blending it into a smoothie can support the legs in ways the body notices, even if the mind doesn't immediately realize why things feel different. And then there are chia seeds, tiny but powerful, offering fiber, omega-3s, and steady energy that helps prevent afternoon fatigue. Soaking a spoonful of chia seeds in water or stirring them into yogurt creates a simple ritual that supports recovery throughout the day. The 5th food is cottage cheese, an old-fashioned favorite for good reason, because its slow-digesting casein protein helps the muscles rebuild during the night. Having a small portion in the evening can bring subtle changes, like fewer aches when waking and a feeling of being more grounded when standing. The 6th food is turmeric, not exactly a food, but a spice so deeply tied to healing that even a small daily amount can reduce inflammation in the legs. Mixing half a teaspoon into warm milk or tea can bring a soothing warmth that settles deep into the joints. And finally, walnuts, a simple handful, provide healthy fats and antioxidants that support circulation. And better circulation often means better mobility, less stiffness, and that gentle sense of vitality returning to the legs. The beauty of these 7 foods is not only in their individual benefits, but in the calm, steady way they work together when used consistently. Not as dramatic fixes, but as daily companions on the path toward strength. The best way to use them is simple. Choose 2 or 3 each day, rotate them through the week, and let the body absorb their quiet nourishment. Salmon or Greek yogurt for protein, spinach for minerals, chia seeds for lasting energy, walnuts for circulation, cottage cheese for nighttime recovery, and turmeric to soften inflammation. Each supporting the others, each offering something the body has been asking for. Over time, these small choices create real change. Maybe the legs feel more reliable when rising from a chair, maybe the morning stiffness fades a little sooner, Maybe the steps feel lighter or the walks last a little longer without that familiar ache. And even these gentle improvements matter more than we often admit. Because what most people don't realize is that healing in later life often happens quietly. Not in sudden leaps, but in subtle shifts, like noticing that the legs feel stronger when stepping out of bed, or that the evening fatigue doesn't hit as hard, or that climbing a short staircase no longer feels like a challenge, but something manageable, something steady, something safe. These sensations are small but powerful reminders that your body is still capable of building strength, still capable of responding, still capable of surprising you. And as you fold these foods into your days, allow yourself to pause and appreciate each small change, because each improvement, no matter how gentle, is a sign of life moving toward balance and renewal. And at the end of all this, I hope you remember one thing. You are not falling apart, you are not too old to grow stronger, and you are not beyond healing. Your body is still listening, still learning, still willing to rebuild when given the chance. So take a breath, treat yourself with patience, nourish yourself with kindness, and let these simple foods guide you back toward steadier steps, calmer nights, and a renewed sense of gratitude for every moment your legs carry you forward, gently, steadily, bravely, into the life still waiting ahead.